This problem's all about measuring different lengths. Now normally, we would measure with a ruler or a meter stick. But we're not going to do that today. Instead, I've got 3 rods of different lengths. And we can use these in different combinations to allow us to measure different lengths. For example, if I want to measure 10 units, I can take the 9 units and put the 1 rod at the end. We know it makes a rod that's 9 plus 1, which equals 10 units long. If I want to measure 7 units, I can take that 10 and then put the 3 next to it. 9 plus 1 is 10, and 10 take away 3 is 7. Can you work out how to use your 3 rods to measure every unit length from 1 all the way up to 13? And for a bonus point, can you add in a 4th rod that'll allow you to measure every unit length from 1 all the way up to 40? And can you tell me, how long will this 4th rod have to be? First of all, it's important to remember that you don't have to use all the rods for every length. You could use 1 rod, or you could use 2, or you can use all 3. And remember, you can use these in different combinations to allow you to add to make longer lengths, or to subtract when we work out the difference. You might even want to make your own rods, maybe using building blocks or cutting them out with card to help you to crack this problem. Did you figure out how to arrange the rods to measure those different lengths? It basically becomes a question of adding and subtracting. Let's take a look at how I solved this one. Length 1 is dead easy. There we go. We know that that is 1 unit long. If we bring in the 3 rod, then we can see that the bit that's remaining is 2 units long. 3, there we go. And to make 4, we just add in. To get 5, we'll put the 9 next to this 4, and that means that this bit here must be 5. To make this section longer again, we take away that 1, and so this section here is 9 take away 3 gives us 6. To make 7, first of all, make 10 take away 3. This section here is 7. To get 8, what we do is we take the 9 and we subtract the 1, and so what's left here must be 8. To make 9, we just use the 9 rod. 10, we add in the 1, and so that is now 10. To make 11, what we're going to do is we're going to start with 3 and 9, which gives us 12, and we're going to subtract 1, so this section here must be 11. Take that 1 away, this is 12, and how do we get 13? We combine all 3 rods, and that gives us 13. 13. Did you work out how long the 4th rod would be to allow us to measure every unit length from 1 all the way up to 40? We know the other 3 rods add up to 13. So there's just one possible answer if we can only add 1 rod that can take us up to a length of 40 units. We have to be able to add that rod onto the 13 to make 40. So the rod must be 40 take away 13 equals 27 units long. And now we use a similar process to before. We already have all of the lengths from 1 to 13, and we can use these rod combos with the 27, either adding to 27 or subtracting from 27 to allow us to get every number from 1 all the way up to 40. We already know how to form the number 13. We put the 9 and the 3 and the 1 together, and that's 13. So if we line this up with the 27, if this bit's 13, this bit must be 14, because 27 take away 13 equals 14. If we want to make 15, we just remove the 1, and then we've got 27 take away 12 equals 15. And we can keep going through all of the numbers from 15, 16, 17, all the way up to 40, which is 1, plus 3 plus 9 plus 27. Did you spot anything interesting about the lengths of the rods in the question? They were all powers of 3, 1, 3, 9 and 27. And that's no coincidence, because you had 3 options for each rod. You could add them, you could subtract them, or you could leave them out altogether. So if you're dead keen, you might want to go and find out more about base 3 numbers.